Well, good afternoon, one and all. Welcome to Rovers TV. Hottest day of the year so far. And here we are in Whitehaven. Great to have your company this afternoon. Rovers on the road once again. Looking to back up after a huge win over the same opponents at Post Office Road back in May. And the players on their way out onto the field. I'll confirm the two sides in just a moment for you, but the skipper James Lockwood leading out Rovers for what is going to be a very, very testing afternoon in blistering heat here in Cumbria. But Rovers are ready to go. The officials are out as well, and we await the hosts, the opponents, Whitehaven, struggling a wee bit at the moment, but with an impressive draw against Batley here a couple of weeks ago. And here they come to the roar of the home fans. Led out by Ryan King. Whitehaven in all white with the blue and amber trim across the chest, the white shorts and the white socks, and Rovers in the home kit today, the navy blue with the thin white stripes, navy shorts and white socks. And Rovers, as we look on, lining up over to our right hand side with Whitehaven to our left. There will be a moment's pause before this fixture. The 13-second display of support for the RFL's Tackle It initiative. And then we are ready to go with Rovers on the road again against Whitehaven this afternoon. And Craig Hall will have the kicking tee, getting us underway right to left. These are the two sides, by the way. The host lineup with Luke Broadbent at fullback, Dave Eccleston, Will Evans, Marcus Walker and Josh Martin. Dion Eyre and Nico Williams, the halves. Tom Walker, Carl Ostrom and Guy Graham up front. And then Ryan King, Connor Holiday and Perry Singleton completing the 13 as Craig Hall gets us underway. And he'll find, oh, it's a brilliant kickoff, finds the deck. Whitehaven were slow to react. Two bounces, skips behind, and the hosts, having not touched the football, are going to have to drop out. Brilliant kick from Craig Hall. But Whitehaven were fast asleep. Their bench, by the way, is Liam Cooper, Andrew Dawson, Jake Bradley and Curtis Davis. I'll confirm the Rover side in just a moment, but they're going to get a first set of six before I even confirm the lineup with you. And it's Jesse Senna-Lafayette again in the front row today, where he's been excellent the last few weeks. He takes the first carry in those neon bright yellow boots of his. Second carry, Luke Cooper, left side. They're already 25 away from the posts, attacking right to left as we look on in the main stand here at the LEL Arena at Whitehaven. Riley Jackson, Morgan Smith linking up in the halves. It's shuffled sideways by Broadbent, who again is at fullback, and Joey Leilua is grounded a little over 10 away. Back in field from Briscoe to Smith again, and then Lockwood straightens up and runs straight down the middle, and he's met in kind with some ferocious defence. But Rovers, with a couple to spare this set, are right in front of the sticks. Wildy shifts it back right. Jesse Senelafeo wants it. Change of direction to the left-hand side, then the offload with a one-handed left-handed shuffle past. Bussey takes the next one. This will be the last. They're 8 away in this near left-hand corner. What will they do on the last? Hall will give it to Jacks, and he pops one up. Just a floated kick. It's a good claim by the hosts, and Whitehaven escape that slow start. So Whitehaven 0, Rovers 0. You're listening to Rovers TV. A couple of minutes into this one. Bright start from the visitors, and this is the side selected by coach Brian McDermott today. Jack Broadbent again is at fullback, and then it's Briscoe, Leilua, Hall and Tom Lynham making his debut on the left wing. So Lynham for Gale, that one change across the back. The halves, as it's been 16 of 19 times so far this season. Morgan Smith and Riley Jacks, as Whitehaven look for a break and a half break, and he's looking around for support, but no one's there. It's a super break from the centre, Will Evans, up over halfway, but there was no one there, and it's the last tackle. They're on halfway. I'll confirm in a moment the rest of the side, but here goes Martin. He's got support back inside him. They could go in here and score in the corner. Wildy won't get there, and out of nothing on the last, Will Evans steals a try for Whitehaven, who strike first against the run of play to lead 4 points to 0. And that all came off that break that got the hosts over halfway, and they ran it on the last. They ran it on the last, and Will Evans took the ball. And Whitehaven have stunned Rovers early with a try in the corner, and the home fans enjoyed that. Dramatic start here in Cumbria today, live on Rovers TV, with Nical Williams now with the kicking tee in his hands, a couple of metres in from this near right-hand touchline. That rest of the Rovers team, by the way, the halves Smith and Jackson. It's up front, Jesse Senelafeo, Wildy and Lockwood. Second row of Jack Bussey and Brett Ferrers today, and Luke Cooper is starting at 13. The bench, Connor Jones, Josh Hardcastle returning after 13 games out, Gadwin Springer and Sam Essay, the Twin Towers. So from the 21-man squad, no Gale, no Moores, no Ford, and no Davis, who has another rest. Williams swings the right boot. It's fading though. He set it out far too far left, and it's missed. So 4-0 is the Whitehaven lead, and Rovers hadn't really put a foot wrong. Terrific start, terrific kick from Craig Hall. Full set of 6 on the line, came up just short, and then straight down the other end on the last. Whitehaven running it from their own half, well, just inside their own half, and they've come up trumps in the corner. It's George Riley with you on Rovers TV live in Whitehaven at the LEL Arena. Do get in touch. And Rovers have given a penalty away. Brian McDermott, who's sitting, well, 2 away from me, so he'll be listening to this commentary just as you are. An early shake of the head, and he's deep in conversation, is Brian. It's a penalty given away, and Rovers are about to be defending their line again. I was just about to say, do get in touch. Love to hear from you wherever you're enjoying the game today. Do send me a message. On social media is best, on Twitter. You send me a tweet or a direct message. At Georgie Boy is the place you will find me, and I will make sure I give you a shout and read all your messages this afternoon. We're nothing without you, and we've really appreciated your support throughout the season. And another strong drive up the middle from Tom Walker this time. Good start, strong start from the home side. Through the hands of Dion Eyre. Look out for him today. Wearing 13 but playing in the halves. Strapping on his right knee. Mustard yellow boots. Here he is with ball in hand, shows and goes, and that's created a bit of space, and Whitehaven looking dangerous, or if that pass had landed, Rovers could have been in trouble, but fortunately it was right behind, and Rovers are readying a very, very early change here Gadwin Springer is stripped, 6 minutes in. Oh, and Briscoe's knocked on, but I think he's got lucky. It's come backwards off his wrist. Really shaky this early on from Featherstone Rovers. And it's Jesse Senna-Lefeo coming off only 6 minutes into this. And I would sense he's got a problem because Gadwin Springer is on just a few minutes into this one. So a very early change. Springer for Jesse Senna-Lefeo. Here's Lockwood, and here is Springer straight into the action. Almost sees the ball slip out of his grasp, but he takes it well. Powerful forward run. Wildy is the dummy half. Metallic blue boots gives it to Bussey on his left shoulder, and then here's the danger man Hall. Shrugs out the couple. He can make things happen for Rovers. Last tackle, 25 away. Bussey and Wildy, then Jacks, and then Smith to go high with the kick. It's going to be straight down the throat of the left winger for Whitehaven, who takes it a couple of metres in from his own line. And he breaks the first tackle from Ferris and Leilua. And Rovers just shaking a little bit early on here. 9 minutes past 3. We started a few moments late, so probably 6-7 minutes into the contest here, live on Rovers TV, and it's 4-0 to the hosts. Whitehaven 4, Rovers 0 as Bussey completes a tackle. Better defensive set this. Whitehaven still inside their own 30-metre line. And now up towards the 40. The home fans want offside. Referee not interested. Puts his hand in the air instead and says, that's your last tackle. So it'll be Dion Air to kick. He juggles the ball. He's going to get... Oh, no, he's through. They're through again, Whitehaven. It's Dion Air. Puts a kick through behind Briscoe. He's going to have to scamper back and take it. But he's going to have to start a foot from his own line, and a carbon copy of the opening set. They almost got caught running it on the last on their own 40, and they've turned it over right on the Rovers line. So Whitehaven clearly looking to run on the last here today. Broadbent brings it back out with a good carry, and then Hall sliding over to this left-hand side on the 40. So Rovers have learned early that Whitehaven are going to run it at every opportunity. They've run it on halfway on the last with their 2 opening sets of 6. One of them has yielded a try, 4 points to 0. Last tackle Rovers. Jacks with the ball, left-footed, goes infield. It's going to be taken by the fullback. Luke Broadbent. 2 Broadbents in the respective fullback positions today. And there's a Whitehaven man down in back play. I think it's Josh Martin receiving treatment. Their winger wearing 22. The referee's going to have to stop play. And that allows the Featherstone staff to get on and deliver some water. And they'll need a lot of that today. North of 30 degrees down on pitch side. Hello to our friend Nigel Bannister. And Derek, sitting outside the Harrogate tap. Very nice, next to the train station there. Having a draft beer or 2 in the sunshine. Enjoy it, Nigel. Let's hope we can bring you a Rovers victory to punctuate your pints. Hope you and your dad Derek have a great afternoon. Let's hope it's boosted by a Featherstone Rovers victory. Still a stoppage in play. Treatment down this near side. If you want a shout out, send me a message. Jamie already asking, who do I think the final will be? Well, I think it might be similar to the matchup in the Summer Bash in a couple of weeks between Lee and Featherstone once again. A long way to go. A lot of water to go under the bridge before we can even think about that. Rovers having a lot of defending to do. Whitehaven are breaking through again, and they've knocked on. They're looking so dangerous at the moment, the hosts. Promoting the ball, attacking Featherstone right down the middle. A lot to think about early for Brian and the team. (4-0), the early try scored by Will Evans. That's the difference between the two sides. Rovers have had 1 set on the host line. Other than that, it's been about clearing the lines, really. Strong start from the hosts in bright sunshine after 9 minutes here in Cumbria at the LEL Arena. Broadbent joining in from fullback. The red and white ankle boots he's wearing today. Hall back in field finds Smith, and then Lockwood. He's got Wildy behind him at dummy half. Couple to go this set, with another Whitehaven man staying down injured. Walking wounded at the moment. He has stayed down as well. That's Carl Ostrom. The hooker has stayed down hurt. Rovers suddenly are 20 away with Joey Leilua, the dummy half. Not sure that was a textbook play, but he eventually finds Morgan Smith. Now then with Riley Jackson, suddenly it opens up for Wildy to give Hall the ball. He shuffles the ball first time and straight into touch left side. He had the new winger outside him, and Tom Lynham has still not had a touch. That one's straight into touch, and it'll be Whitehaven ball. 10 minutes in, and the hosts lead by 4 points to 0. Great to have you with us on Rovers TV. It's a long old journey up, I'll tell you that. 3 hours in the end. We got a bit unfortunate on the M6. Not the day you want to be stuck in your car. Another break in play with treatment ongoing, and another water break. So it's been very stop-start at the moment. Hall and Lynham are deep in conversation about whose fault that was, that the ball went straight into touch. Lynham saying, well, I'm going to be here, so you make sure your pass is here. Craig Hall saying, yes, boss. Both former Hull FC players, although I was looking on the way up, the time didn't overlap. I think Hall left just as Lynham joined for their respective stints in the black and white. So they'll have to bed in, a bit of time to gel down this left-hand side. Obviously Gareth Gale, the unfortunate man to make way. And there's another Whitehaven man down in back play. They've got a few problems at the moment. He's holding his left groin. Anyway, Dion Air promoting the ball. Here come Whitehaven again. Up towards the 40. Thankful to say our commentary position in the main stand is shaded. The only area of the ground that is. Bright sunshine everywhere else. Going to be a kick on the 4th from Nico Williams, and Broadbent goes for it one-handed. Juggles it. Not sure Brian McDermott would have been too pleased if he'd have put that down, going one-handed. A reminder of that very early change that's seen Gadwin Springer replace Jesse Senna-Lefeo, and I can see Brett Ferris now indicating that his race is run. I think he's struggling and he might be done. Right, actually, is it head injury? No, it's a head injury. I can see blood streaming from the head of Brett Ferris. So he's just wiped it off with a wet towel. He'll want to carry on, but it's not the way rugby works anymore. He's going to have to be patched up. So Ferris with a head injury. Here's Wildy with Jacks, and then Bussey. Bussey in the tackle needs an offload. Springer is the man who receives the ball. Standing start for the big man. Then into Cooper, playing at 13 today. This is better from Rovers. Central position, 30 away. It's the last, though. Where will Morgan Smith do? He's going to go cross field with a kick. He's going to pick out the winger who's just been injured. Good take, though, Josh Martin. And Bussey wins the chase, and Whitehaven are grounded inside their own 10. We've had 13 minutes, and the hosts still lead. Williams' try. And a knock-on forced by Rovers. And the Blue Wall, who've made the trip up to the deep northwest, have enjoyed that one behind the post to our left-hand side. It's going to be a full set for Featherstone, attacking right on the Haven line. And what an opportunity this is to hit back. The Whitehaven man who was struggling in back play has admitted defeat to his injury. He's coming off. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's holding his groin. It might be a little bit more personal than that. It looks painful either way. Looks like it could be an injury in the intimate area. And he's not able to continue, so that's a blow. That's a big blow from the hosts. It was the man who went down, Carl Ostrom, and he has gone off with that injury. A reminder, Jesse Senna-Lefeo off as well. And another break in play as Brett Ferris has his head strapped up. So he's going to be playing bandaged for the remaining 67 minutes. Is Brett Ferris. Do get in touch. Let us know where you are, what you're doing in the sunshine today, where you're listening. Twitter's the best place to find me. That Georgie boy. Hello to Jamie Millard. And hello, he says, to our travelling fans listening in via Fev TV. Looking forward to Josh Hardcastle's return. Survival of the fittest today. Thank you for the great commentary. Jamie, my absolute pleasure. Really enjoyed joining the team this year. And loving being able to travel and bring you these games live and direct. And I agree with you, absolute survival of the fittest in these conditions today. Well, the referee's not happy with a scrum here. And he's going to give a penalty, I think, against Whitehaven. And all that means is another stoppage, because Rovers aren't going to kick it right in front of the post. So he's just going to delay the kick, and here, delay the tap, I beg your pardon. And Springer backs himself, goes straight for the post off the first. Wildy then off tackle number 2 to Jackson. Smith joining up. Great feet from Smith. Can he dance to the line? He can, but he's just short. Third tackle on the ray. Ferris unmistakable now with a big blue bandaging on his head. Comes all the way back. Wildy picks it up again. Short ball to the big man. Springer backs himself. Again, he's short. Quick play of the ball. It's a messy one. Wildy wins another penalty for Rovers. So the tackle count will be back to 0 off a penalty. They're right on the line, left side of the Betfred sponsors' padded logos around the white uprights here at the LEL Stadium in Cumbria. The Rovers fans are behind the post that Rovers are attacking here, so they would love to suck the ball over the line and celebrate a try. Lockwood with the first drive, the skipper. Cooper playing loose forward today, changes direction. Wildy goes right, bullet pass from Morgan Smith. Lewis dangerous here, can't get away. If he gets away there, he shuffles the ball, you know what he does. And he gives it to Briscoe to score, but not this time. Smith, Lockwood, up the middle to Cooper, who takes it, almost blind. They're right back in front of the post with a couple to go. Wildy looking to his right where Smith is, and then comes back left. Jacks is the danger man this set. Bussey looking to push his way over, then drops the ball. He's knocked on, Jack Bussey, and the referee says yes, he has. So Whitehaven escape back-to-back sets on their line, and Featherstone come up short again. And Whitehaven retain their 4-0 lead here, defending their line as they are. The home fans, I think, enjoying this at the moment, 15 minutes in. Good start from the host there on the board. And a solid defensive effort too on their own line. I think most of the sensible fans enjoying it in the shaded area alongside us. A bit too hot out there, isn't it? Very, very hot out there. All the rest of the ground open to the elements. And Whitehaven bringing the ball back. And they want a penalty. But they're going to get a knock-on given against them, and the fans don't like that. It's going to be Rovers' ball. Applause for Joey Leilua. So there's going to be more defending to do here. And another chance for Rovers to try and get their first points on the board 16 minutes in. From the scrum goes Wildy on his own, almost through. Smith scurries into the dummy half position. It went right through the hands of Springer, who couldn't mend his mind up. He left it in the end and Lockwood knocked on. And Rovers have put another one down. And this is most unlike Featherstone. Whitehaven have it back. Huge hit, Gadwin Springer. He didn't miss. Frustration there from the big man. There's a bit of edge to this. Bit of spice. And now a penalty, and it's kicked off, and Leilua's getting involved. Well, it's red hot out there, and it's boiled over. 17 minutes in. Whitehaven leading 4-0. Everyone's getting frustrated. The referee needs to get control of this one. Liam Rush is our official today.
Springer will challenge.
It was Springer with a high shot. He just grabbed him round the neck. Is there going to be any further action here? He was clearly frustrated with himself after the miscommunication, Springer, between him and Lockwood. It was a bad one. Now Jack Bussey's having a word. The two touch judges are on. It's the three green and white shirts in conversation at the moment. Sure, Gadwin Springer's going to be called over. Well, Lockwood, the captain's being called in. In fact, both captains being called in. So I think both sides are going to get a warning here. Time is off, 17 minutes in. Both captains being talked to by the referee, and I think that will be that. And no further action, much to the displeasure of the home support. But it will be Whitehaven penalty, and they will be up on halfway. Nico Williams swinging the right boot. Fans really unhappy that the referee has not taken action, and there wasn't a card for Springer there. Must admit, in real time I missed it. I was just looking downfield in back play, and then it all kicked off. And given the heat out there, I don't think that'll be the last of those. Rovers defending their line on their own 40 now. Here come Whitehaven with that 4-0 lead. Williams, short ball. And another penalty given away. It's another late shot, and surely now the referee may take action. If he's given Rovers a warning, he's going to have to send one player for 10 here. Doesn't look like he's going to. Rovers might survive this. But it's been a really splintered start from the Featherstone team. And Williams, oh, is he calling for the kicking tee here? Well, he is. What does that tell you? 35, 40 metres out. With Rovers a little bit disjointed at the moment, yet still they've gone for the kicking tee. Not sure about that one. Williams wants a kick at goal. 35 metres out, central position, so he should get it. And I think he's left Rovers off the hook there. Hello to Simon, who's watching at home. Simon Goy watching at home, not the best of starts. Hope it gets better up the Rovers. So do we, mate. Do get in touch. Hello to Dave, who's always gets in touch. Are we a better team than last year? Can't understand the plan, he says. I will always support Rovers as I have since '78, but we should save money because I can't see us in Super League. It seems we've spent a lot of money to send the team backwards, Dave. Keep the faith, Dave. Williams with a kicking tee, drills it low but through. So he did kick it. 6-0. The penalty from Nico Williams, 1 from 2, and it's a 6-0 Whitehaven lead. Hi to Kirsty and Rob from the clubhouse. Finally a day off, sat in the sunshine in the gardens. And big congratulations as well to a couple of newly married couples of the past 2 days or so, so very recent, for Mr. and Mrs. Hooker. Oh, and Whitehaven have made a mess of the restart for the second time. Rovers are going to have the ball right on the line here. That could be a big turning point. Twice from the boot of Hall. They've not been able to field it. And Rovers are going to attack the line right in front. So congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Hooker and Mr. and Mrs. Gilbert as well. That's from all the Rovers team. Cheers, bud. Enjoy the game. Thank you, and to you too. Thank you for your message. Congratulations to all listening in on Rovers TV. And this could be the moment. Rovers have had a difficult start here. They trail 6-0, but they're attacking the line again. Jacks gives it to Springer, who's a man with a point to prove. He's right on the line. Will he go on his own? No, he shuffles it right side. Smith with a dancing feet. Smith to the line, and it's another magnificent Morgan Smith try. Dancing feet, stepped right, came back left, and Morgan Smith is the man again for Featherstone Rovers, who are on the board, trailing 6-4 with a kick to come. How many times has he done that this season, Morgan Smith? Just weighed up the line, saw where the gap was, and goes over for his 16th try of 2022. Rovers' third top try scorer at the halfback, and he would have felt most of the threat, I'm sure, from the arrival of Jonathan Ford. But what a response it's been. 16 tries for Morgan Smith and counting. James Lockwood is coming for his first break, 22 minutes in. Young Sam Essay, who I thought was brilliant down at Ebbsfleet, away to London last week. He is on, so Springer and Essay. as Hall lines up the conversion. The Rovers fans behind the sticks will tell us, I'm sure, first of all, they applaud, no mistake. 1 from 1 from the boot of Craig Hall, and we have parity here in Whitehaven. Haven 6, Rovers 6, and that's much more like it. Hi to David, listening in the car with wife Becky, daughter Grace, Bobby. Thanks for the great commentary. That's Dave Fowler. My absolute pleasure, Dave. Let's hope that Rovers now go from strength to strength and just calm the nerves a bit. Now it's 6 apiece. SA with his first carry. Oh, he's manhandled there. That looked like men against boys. You forget how young Sam SA is, and he was carried back there by 3 Haven shirts. Briscoe comes in field to give the big forwards a rest and then pushes his marker out of the way, but Rovers are still inside their own 30 here with Cooper. Cooper named it loose forward today. That's a good carry, strong carry. They're beyond the 30 with 3 gone. Wildy changes direction to Hall, left side. He's got Bussey outside him, Hall, and he's still going up to halfway. That's excellent from Craig Hall. Wildy has Jacks inside him. Will he kick on the 4th? No, he gives it to big Gadwin, and Springer goes for another big contact down the middle. This is the last, 40 away, central position. It'll be Morgan Smith, the try scorer, to go high. And he's gone narrow, so that's a good opportunity for Leilua to chase. Oh, and he does. And it's a good contact, perfectly timed. That poor winger took the ball, and as soon as his feet hit the deck, he knew he was going to be clobbered. Joey Leilua didn't miss. Better feel about this from Rovers now. 15 to go until the break. Red hot here, down at pitch side. I was at pitch level 5 minutes before the opening hooter, and blimey, it was hot. Upwards of 30 degrees. Not the kind of game you want to be out there playing. Whitehaven run down the right-hand side, and they're through again! It's the try scorer, Will Evans. Where's the support? Delayed ball, they've knocked it on. They have knocked it on. Will Evans is running riot down this right-hand side. I don't know if that is the new partnership between Hall and Lynham taking time to gel, but Will Evans is having a field day. And that should have been a try. Curtis Davis off the bench should have taken that and scored. It was just behind him and he knocked on. And Rovers breathe a huge sigh of relief with Bussey now back on halfway. This is a real contest. Springer offloads to Cooper. Wildy the dummy half. Morgan Smith gives it to Leilua, who arrives at pace. Broadbent stepping away. 25 away from the line, right side Rovers with a couple to go. Leilua wants it. Wildy takes it himself, gives it to Smith. Wildy's on the deck still. Oh, good step from Broadbent. He's through. Little grubber kick. Can Gadwin get there? No, he can't. But it's a good end to the set. They're going to be hauled behind their own sticks, and it will be a dropout. That was a great end of set. You don't mess with the big man. It was SA in the end who got the final thrust of movement. It was just a little grubber kick, really, which caught Whitehaven cold, and SA got there, leading the chase, and great force from the young man has got Rovers this dropout, and Whitehaven have got another injury, I beg your pardon, behind the post. Hello to Dale Beckett as we wait for the Whitehaven dropout, waiting to Rovers win so I can get in the pool. Shout out for Dale and for Jenny, please. No problem, Dale. Up the Rovers. Sounds like you're having a good afternoon there. Hello to Lee, that's LB, listening along to the commentary outside the White House, having some cold drinks with Bears and Rob. Thank you for the message. Here come Rovers running in. Oh, that's a massive shot. And Cooper felt that one from Andrew Dawson and has stayed down. And then Joey Leilua gets involved and there's a bit of afters. But Dawson didn't miss. Cooper felt it. And that's given the home crowd their voice again. Some contest this. And another stoppage in play. There are going to be some incidents like that today, I can guarantee you. It's red hot out there. And Rovers at the moment, the injured man receiving treatment. Referee's called time off. He might even put this one on report. He's actually talking to his touch judges, so there could be further action here against Whitehaven. I'm amazed so far. We've played 27 minutes, no one's gone in the bin. I'm staggered. And the referee is going to have to make a big call at some point, because the players are getting involved with each other at every opportunity out there. What's he going to do? The touch judges are both off. And again, it's nothing. Referee is waiting to make sure that Luke Cooper is all right. I don't think he's going to take any action again. And he's called the captains over again. Well, it's Matty Wildy with Lockwood off the pitch. Well, I thought it was a final warning last time. So what's this, a very, very final warning? This isn't going to end up 13-13, mark my words. Matty Wildy is saying, how on earth have you allowed them to get away with that? He's continuing the conversation as he walks back into the line, Wildy. Ferris is having his head bandage redone. Oh, it's chaos out there. Thank you for that message, Lee. Hope you enjoy the beers with Bears and Rob Top Sinclair, he says. Meanwhile, Rovers hoof into touch down the right. 6-6 on the scoreboard. 13 to go until the break. Rovers attacking the line. The tide turning. Great, powerful run from Gadwin Springer. They're right in front of the post. Wildy, Jacks. Danger from Jacks. He's held up just short of the line in the left corner. Hall. All the way back to Wildy, who's slotting in at half-back there. Cooper looks all right. He's taken a carry. He's towards the posts. Wildy waits. Great opportunity this for Rovers to take the lead almost half an hour in. Springer promotes the ball. It's gone behind Smith. Gives it to Ferris. Ferris a little stutter step, and then Leilua to Briscoe. How many times have we seen that? The old 1-2, the soft hands from Joey Leilua. The step and the flick ball, and Briscoe again is the beneficiary. Rovers lead, and they're kicking off again in the corner. Tempers are fraying here at the Eliel Arena. But Joey Leilua has done again what he does best. The step and the flick pass. And Briscoe running in off his wing to finish. And the home fans not happy. But the tries awarded. Briscoe with another, made by that man Joey Leilua. He does that so well. 19th try of the season. Just having another look at the incident with Cooper. It was an accidental head clash. So, apologies to the official on that one. It seems he got it absolutely bang on. Leilua getting a bit angsty with some of the verbals going on. But when all that dust had settled, well, Cooper's going to come off anyway. And Briscoe extends his lead as Rovers' top try scorer in 2022. 19 tries of the season. Craig Hall being put off by the home fans, far side. This to make it a 6-point lead. 10-6 at the moment for Rovers, with 10 to go until the break. Hall sliced that awfully. That's a shocker. And Rovers lead by 10 points to 6. Hello to Zumba. Zumba Normanton listening on holiday in Cos. That's the Mitchell family. A message from the Mitchells on holiday in Cos. Still listening to Rovers. That's the kind of dedication and commitment I like. And I'm increasingly confident now we're going to bring you a win. Be great to hear from you, the Mitchells. Be great to dive into a cold pool at the moment. 10-6, the Rovers lead. 10 to go until the break. Big stint from Gadwin Springer. Oh, now what's he given? I think he's given offside, has he, against Whitehaven? Brian McDermott's just gone down to the bench to get an order down there. They have the walkie-talkies, but they're in earshot, really. Such a small setup here at Whitehaven. He's just wandered down to get his message out. Actually, it's going to be a dropout. I beg your pardon, I missed that. And Rovers have having to drop out here. So pressure incoming. Dawson with the first carry. Attacking the line again, looking to hit back. A reminder, Whitehaven took the lead with the first score of the game. Where Will Evans made the break and fed Williams, and they're in again! Short ball and they power over the line. Rovers caught cold right down the middle. And somehow Featherstone have been ripped apart from a simple play. And it's 10-10 with a kick to come. It's Singleton taking the applause. What a response from Whitehaven. Well, it's game on here. Rovers are really up against it today. Tempers are a little bit lively, and Whitehaven are looking dangerous every time they get near the Featherstone Rovers line. 10 apiece with a kick to come. Singleton's try. You will, of course, be familiar with his brother, Brad Singleton. An old friend of mine from Leeds, now at Wigan, sent off for the Magic weekend this time last week. That's his brother Perry going over against Rovers. Kick to come from Williams. He's kicked one of two so far. This one's much easier, pretty much bang in front. No mistake. And Whitehaven lead again. 2 from 3 for the boot of Williams. And it's a 12-10 home lead. Oh no, and it's gone out on the full from Craig Hall. So Whitehaven get the penalty on halfway. Well, there's nothing you can do as a coach when this is going on. Just need to gather their composure, Rovers, at the moment. Trailing by 12 points to 10. And a penalty kicked into touch on the 30, so more pressure incoming. Hi to Mick Robinson, just back from his holes. Listening at my local in Ickenham. Hi Mick, sounds good mate, keep up the good work. Do keep your messages coming. If you're listening to us on Rovers TV, wherever you are, I'd love to know. Give the boys the support they need today, because this game is in the balance, let me assure you. If you're on Twitter, just jump on and send me a message. I'll pick them up. Rovers need to defend their line here, because Whitehaven are bang in front. Wildy in the tackle with Springer. Another short pass from dummy half. And they're powering towards the line again. It's Dawson, who's had a massive stint off the Whitehaven bench. 5 to go until half-time. Whitehaven lead 12-10. Little grubber kick through. It could go anywhere. It's been knocked on. Rovers have put it down. It came off the ankle, I think, of Sam Essay. Hardcastle, who's out there, who tried to react and has... Well, it could have gone anywhere, that. It was one of those, it was almost like one of those quick reactions when you're in the slips at cricket. It was one of them. And Hardcastle on his return couldn't react. And it's a scrum 10 metres in front of the post. More danger for Rovers. Strap yourselves in, guys. Williams to Dionair with the step. Millimetres short, the danger man. The 13 Dionair playing in the halves. That's one gone. Back to Williams. Those two so dangerous. Dawson again. That battle with Spring has been excellent. Curtis Davis, the dummy half. Whitehaven running right down the middle at Springer and SA. More full U. Back they come to Williams. Shuffle to this right-hand side. It's Evans, who's had a great half. Home fans thought that was an illegal shot on Will Evans. The touch judge didn't see it. And the referee has called time off. Another message from Dale, who reckons the ref needs to give his head a shake. Well, I think I did him a disservice, Dale, in a couple of those. There was an accidental collision where things kicked off. It was Joey Leilua who was the spark for that, but I would agree, a couple of them. I do have the impression that he hasn't got a grip of this game so far and that this could boil over at any minute. I hope I'm wrong. Whitehaven have possession, they're right in front of the post. It's the last tackle, you'll be pleased to know. Davis is the dummy half, they're 10 away. Davis back to Dionair. Grubber kick through from air, the chase is good. They're going to get caught in goal. He's done brilliantly, Briscoe. Thought that was another set of 6 from a dropout. Somehow he's got himself to a sea of white shirts and gets himself back into the field of play. So a respite for Rovers. Ferris went on his own from dummy half and gets a penalty for his side. That's what Rovers needed. 3 to go until the break and a piggyback up the pitch. Keep the messages coming. If you're on social media, at Georgie Boy. That's with an EY. Don't ask. It's my nickname from university many moons ago. I can't shake off 25 years on. Jamie asks, who's your first half man of the match? Has JSL been injured? I'll try and check that. Well, it was a 6-minute change. So unless it was another tactical switch from Brian McDermott. Penalty given away by Whitehaven. Ball ripped out. Unless it was a tactical switch. But I'll confirm that, Jamie, for you, because JSL only lasted 6 minutes. Gadwin Springer's off. Great stint from him. Who is my first half man of the match? Hard to pick one, to be honest. I think the halves have been good. I think the try scorer Smith probably, although he did come up with a big error in the defensive line for that try. Hard to pick one. JSL, well, it's not an injury because he's back out there. So that answers your question, Jamie. So it was a very early change from Brian. Here goes Joey Leilua to the line. The right on the goal line, right-hand side. Can Rovers, right before half-time, turn a deficit into a lead? Sam SA, growing in confidence, but trying to offload and getting it all wrong. Oh, Sam. Well, I like players trying to do that, but he never looked like he got his feet set. And when he was hit, the ball went straight to Whitehaven. So they have it back, and Rovers are going to be trailing, I'm afraid, at half-time. Do let us know your thoughts on the first half. Strange to say that I hope you're enjoying our coverage, because I'm sure it's on a knife edge at the moment, but do let us know your thoughts, where you're listening, what you got planned, what you're doing today. We always love to hear from you. And I hope you're safe in the sunshine. And I hope you're keeping your pets safe as well. I had to leave my 2 little black rescue cats before I came and up to Cumbria to make sure they had enough water. Make sure you're looking after them. That's the animal lover in me. I'm a bit soft, you know, at heart. Whitehaven will kick on the last. Williams gets some treatment from Bussey. That could have been late on the kick, and the referee was happy. Williams has stayed down. It's gone all the way through. Yeah, the referee's happy. I was just looking to see if he was going to come back and penalise Featherstone there. He isn't. Tell you what, he's let a lot go. He has let a lot go, this referee, Liam Rush. I don't think he's had a bad game. I like to see the game flow. My fear, as I keep saying, is that in this heat, this could explode. If players think they can get away with stuff. Tom Lynham coming in for a drive. Good to see him out there. First appearance in the blue wall of Rovers. Here's Jesse, JSL back on, withdrawn very early. Broadbent joining the line. He's been well shackled today. Jack Broadbent, season loan here at Featherstone. Obviously widely tipped to be at Castleford next year, but we're enjoying having him here. Great to see that man out there as well. It's the number 18 of Josh Hardcastle with a carry. 13 matches out. Great to see Josh back. Smith is kicking early. It's a good one. Can Leilua get there? Bouncing ball. Leilua's after it. Could get there. It's anyone's. It's put behind. It's a set of 6 from a dropout Rovers way if there's enough time. The scoreboard to our right says 39 gone. Whitehaven 12, Rovers 10. And there is no time. There's your answer. Final seconds of a dynamite first 40. Disjointed, yes. So much for Rovers to work on. And Brian McDermott has gone straight out onto the pitch. He's going to start his team talk out there, you know. I don't think he's happy, Brian. There's a lot to put right. And at half-time, it's the host, Whitehaven, who lead. We will pause. I would say get a cup of tea, maybe have something colder. Do enjoy the next 10 minutes because the ensuing 40 are going to be nerve-shredding, I can guarantee. Send us a message on social media, do get in touch. And we'll be back with you for the second half of a big afternoon in Cumbria for Brian and the boys. Half-time here on Rovers TV. Whitehaven 12, Rovers 10. Well, Rovers are back out, ready to go. And a big, big second half performance needed. As Mark Campbell and Martin Vickers make their way up and sit with us in this main stand. A penny for their thoughts. The chairman and chief exec enjoying the sunshine today in their polo shirts and shorts. And a bit of liquid refreshment by the looks. But I don't think the boys will have enjoyed that first half. Big second half needed. Brian McDermott makes his way back up. Past Martin and Mark. Sits down next to Adam Cuthbertson with a bottle of water. 12-10. Whitehaven lead. As Mr. Cuthbertson takes his seat. I think he might have struggled even to walk up the stairs to his seat, Adam Cuthbertson. How is your fitness, mate? Thumbs up. Let's hope we see him back out there soon. Here come Rovers then. Start of the second half with Jesse Senolafeu, who is withdrawn very early on. Back out there now with Rovers trailing Whitehaven by 12 points to 10. Some interesting scorelines elsewhere in the Betfred Championship today. That's a strong carry from Bussey. Lee at half-time, a 34-6 up away at Dewsbury. As Ferris gives it to Wildy. A couple of handoffs could have been taken high by Dionair, but I think he ducked into it, Wildy. The referee says play on. Last tackle on the 40. They're going to go down this right-hand side. He almost lost it in the sun, the Whitehaven fullback, but he takes it well in the end. Full-time, Sheffield 32, Barrow 36. Late win for Barrow. Halifax up on Workington 22-6. Widnes 26-12 over Newcastle. What a job John Keir's doing there. Bleeds rugby league, doesn't he, John? They're off again down the far side. He is a danger man, Will Evans. Rovers have not got to grips with Will Evans down that right side, the left edge, if you're defending in a Rovers line. And that's the new look partnership between Hall and Lynham, which Will Evans at the moment is exploiting. A couple of latest scores in Super League. Salford leading Catalan at half-time 12-6 as the kick goes through, and Lynham takes it well on the last and then scurries back. And Wakefield winning at Hull KR 4 points to 0. Those latest scores. Looking down at the Rovers bench, Connor Jones, unused sub at the moment. He's been a mainstay really, but he gets a breather today. This might be, knowing Brian with what he does, it might be the game he doesn't get brought on. Briscoe's away, he's got Leilua herring up in support. Leilua's away, now he puts the foot down. Briscoe timed it perfectly, and Joey Leilua goes to the post and scores, and Rovers are back in the lead. That 1-2 yet again. Joey Leilua and Briscoe linked up for the first, and they've linked up for that one. Leilua accelerating away to give Rovers the lead. The great break by Briscoe was only as good as the support from Leilua, but he had to pause, he had to stall his run to wait for the big man to get up there. But he did just that, and he was not going to be caught with ball in hand. Leilua is right in front of the stick, so it's going to be a 6-pointer, and it's going to be a 16-12 Featherstone Rovers lead. 3 tries to 1, Smith, Briscoe and Leilua, and that was just the start to the second half. That Featherstone Rovers needed. Kick's good. Start to the second half is good. And a 12th try of the season for Joey Leilua. who's having a very good game. Now will that settle Rovers? 4 minutes gone second half, 16-12 the lead. That kick's going to find the ground, it's going to bounce backwards. Whitehaven could recover this. Oh, he got away with one Broadbent there. It was either a knock on or he's off. He knocked it forward, but then was hurtling at such pace, he regathered the knock on. And Rovers instead are going to be up on the halfway in a carry's time. Sam Esse is the man. And they are on halfway, leading 16-12, 3 tries to 1. Bussey. Looks like he's playing down the middle now, Bussey, with Jesse Senulafeu. It is, it's Hardcastle left edge second row, Brett Ferris right edge second row, and Bussey's playing down the middle with Jesse Senulafeu and Esse, so he's playing 13 at the moment, is Jack Bussey. That's been the change made by Brian McDermott. Bussey playing the position to correlate with the number on his back. Here he is at 13 again, Bussey. Gives the ball to Wildy, and now Smith, and they promote to the right. Ferris, Leilua, here he goes. Looking for that again, and the offload's behind. Briscoe's knocked on. And that's the danger when you play like Joey Leilua does. Sometimes if it doesn't go right, it comes up as a handling error, unforced error. Briscoe couldn't get back, he knocked it on, and Whitehaven are going to get the ball back. Keep your messages coming on Rovers TV. Let us know your thoughts on the game, where you're watching. Hello to Anita, enjoying the game, sat in the pool in the garden. Weren't you in the pool last week, Anita, as well, when you were listening? Just need our mighty men to turn up now. Well, it's been a perfect start, Anita, to the second half. They now lead. And hi to Mark. Mark Ashton is listening in Linthwaite. Fantastic commentary, Mark says. Thank you. A shame about the performance so far. Well, much better start of the second half. Do send us a message. Twitter is where you'll find me at the moment. And I'll make sure those messages are read out this afternoon. It's another stoppage in play. You've not missed anything. Water being brought on. It will be scrum down with feed to Whitehaven. And there's arguably their best player, I would say, Will Evans. And Whitehaven up towards halfway. Wildy and JSL in the tackle. Oh, and he went for a big one, Sam Esse, but he pulled out just in time. And then Dion Egg, it's a good carry, but it's behind everyone. Marcus Walker eventually picks it up. The centre wearing 29. Bit of a hush around the ground at the moment. It's the first time that Whitehaven have felt under pressure, really. But they're going to attack on the last. Nico Williams puts it high, the scrum half. Broadbent, oh, he just had to sprint into position last moment, but he got there. Did well in the end. And Rovers are on their own 20-metre line with Riley Jackson and Craig Hall spinning away, playing one-up rugby at the moment, just to try and minimise the errors that haunted Brian McDermott's side first half. Briscoe. Wildy and Leilua waiting. Wildy allows Leilua to go from dummy half, and he pushes a couple out of the way in a strong drive. Apart from that last offload, it's been a good game, good performance. Joey Leilua, last tackle, left boot of Riley Jacks, well taken by Luke Broadbent at the back, but then an awful pass has put his winger in trouble. Will he keep it in? Oh, he could come up for Morgan Smith, could be a try. He's hauled just short. Awful mistake from Whitehaven, almost went into touch, and then in keeping it in, they almost gifted Featherstone a try. They have! Show and go from the old stager Brett Ferris. And Rovers have gone in again. Second try of the second half. And Whitehaven really self-destructed with the loose ball kept in field. Rovers recovered, and Ferris sensed the opportunity to dummy his way over. And Brett Ferris extends the Featherstone lead now to 20 points to 12. Been a great start to the second half. Couldn't have missed that. I think I'd have scored from there if I was Brett Ferris. Third try of the year for him. Adam Cuthbertson shaking his head, saying I wouldn't. Hall has the conversion from around 10 metres right at the post to add another 2 onto this growing Rovers lead. Much better second half. Hall through and through the path of the hovering seagulls to our right. 3 from 4 from Craig Hall's boot, and the Featherstone Rovers lead is 4 tries to 2, 22 points to 12. And I hope you can start to enjoy our coverage now after that nerve-jangling first half when nothing, it seemed, went right for Rovers. Do keep your messages coming in on Rovers TV if you're listening. If you hop on Twitter and drop us a line, either direct to the Rovers Twitter handle, or I'll pick it up myself at Georgie Boy. And still, we await for the kickoff. Another stoppage in play. I think Whitehaven are pondering another change this near side. Mikael Williams has the kicking tee though. And we've had 9 minutes of the second half, and Featherstone have scored 2 tries. And Jacks fields the kickoff and gives it to Sam Esse, who thunders into the tackle and gets a penalty for his side. On the 20, the high 5 from Riley Jacks. Job done from Sam Esse, as Brian McDermott barks into his walkie-talkie once again. Get the message down to the touchline. It's a big kick into touch, over halfway from Craig Hall, who then taps right on halfway. And Hardcastle, great to see him back, strapping on his left knee. Bussey playing 13 now. And then Ferris, the try scorer, delays the ball and then just takes the contact himself. They are going to make a change. It's going to be Tom Walker for the hosts. He's poised to come on. Leilua, Morgan Smith, Rovers' first try scorer. Then Jesse Senna-Lefeu spinning out of the tackle. 15 metres away, right in front of the sticks with Wildy. Out to his right he goes, and Smith with that same step, and he's over the line against Smith, and he's scored against Smith. He just backs himself. That step off his right, back onto his left. And that was far too easy. Morgan Smith with his second of the game. And Rovers have another one to lead 26 points to 12. It's all Featherstone now. This is much more like it from Featherstone. Let us know your thoughts on this second half performance. 17 this year for Morgan Smith. Just a couple behind Luke Briscoe. And Craig Hall has got another one to line up. Similar to his last one, in fact. At 12, 13 metres right of the sticks. And no mistake again. 4 from 5 from Hall's boot. And it's a 28-12 Featherstone Rovers lead. And those home fans, those same fans who were geeing up their team first half, starting to get a bit restless now around us in this main stand as try scorer Perry Singleton comes from a breather. Looks exactly like his brother. And another stoppage in play. It's been very stop-start, this. But Rovers have scored 3 tries after the break. This stoppage, by the way, at the moment is the touch judge on this near side who's having problems with his wires. He's just having his communication device sorted out. Needs to tuck his shirt in though. Expect better of that from your officials. Off he goes. Sprints up to get alongside Brett Ferris on the 20 and then goes about tucking in his green jersey. There goes Tom Lynham. Be interesting to see what kind of Tom Lynham we're going to see in a Rovers shirt. Another injury, by the way, for Whitehaven. Another stoppage in play. It's Connor Holliday, the man down. And he looks in a bit of discomfort, so this could be another change on the way. For the hosts, who haven't been able to get going, haven't been allowed to get going. Been much better from Featherstone, but they've contributed to their own downfall, the hosts. Certainly at least one try gift. And the tide has turned massively here. And still we wait. We've had only 12 minutes of the second half. And in that 12-minute spell, Featherstone have scored 3 tries. Leilua, Ferris, and a second of the game for Morgan Smith. And he's not going to be able to continue, Holliday. So another change for Whitehaven, who must be really low on bodies down on the home bench beneath us. That's certainly 2 now they've lost for the game. And the change is made with Guy Graham, the man coming back on, the Whitehaven 18. Simon's been back in touch, better second half he says, still need to work on our defence. Yep, I'd agree. I think everyone actually at the club would agree with that at the moment. That's where the hard work is being done in training. And Rovers get us back underway on the 20 with Matty Wildy and then JSL on his right shoulder. There he goes, Wildy. Jacks, and then Bussey. Jacks puts a little early kick through. Now it's well dealt with by Luke Broadbent. But a really good chase. Rovers meet Broadbent inside his own 10 there. Oh, and then Hall went for a big contact. The intensity is noticeably higher from Featherstone Rovers' second half. As the home fans get increasingly restless, their team not being allowed a look in from Rovers at the moment, second half. But they are breaking up towards 40 from their own line. It's the last tackle though, so the kick I think is going to come around about the Whitehaven 30 here. It's Nico Williams. Pressure from Sam Esse. Home fans say there was contact on the kicker late, and I think they're right, and the referee's going to give this one. Sam Esse could be in trouble. He hit the kicker late, and that's something that's been really clamped down upon this season. It looked in real time like a flinging left arm from Sam Esse. And is he coming straight off here, Sam Esse? Well, he's making his way straight off. But it's an interchange. It's Esse for Springer, so Featherstone have just made the change. And they've done that just before the referee has decided what to do about the challenge. So he might even call him back here, you know. Because Esse's just come off in an interchange before the referee talked to his touch judge. So he may even still bring a card out here, and SA's gone. Well, the Whitehaven players are trying to suggest that the referee needs to do something. I think he's happy. He looks happy, and he is happy. So no further action, just a penalty. Just a penalty for the mistimed collision from SA. And Sam Essay gets a breather on the bench and a chance just to calm down, perhaps. It's 28-12 for the first time of this second half, which is 15 minutes old. The hosts attacking the line with Dion Eyre running at Gadwin Springer. Curtis Davies is a dummy half. Tackle count wiped back to 0. Would really do Rovers' confidence good to defend their line here. Davis again. Back to Dion Eyre. Back to Nikhil Williams, getting in each other's way, the two halfbacks. It's back with Eyre, going nowhere here. JSL will complete the tackle with Josh Hardcastle. Broadbent slots in at dummy half. Then up the middle they come with big Tom Walker. Couple to go this set, they're right in front of the sticks. With Curtis Davis again, the hooker wearing 27. Dion Eyre, stutter step still going. Towards the line and scores! And Brian McDermott winces because Rovers have conceded another and there was nothing on. He just picked his spot in the defensive line and jinked his way through, Dion Eyre. And Whitehaven have one back. And that's what Rovers really need to shore up upon. Just went for it, did Dion Eyre, and he got the try for his efforts. 28-16 with a kick to come. The kick is right in front. So it's not done yet, this. Looks like Connor Jones might be introduced soon. And no mistake, onto the roof it goes. And another two clawed back. It's Whitehaven 18, Featherstone 28. And suddenly the home fans get interested again. Hello to Rob listening in from Costa del Fev. Looks like Rob's an Alan Partridge fan. No, I haven't driven barefoot whilst eating Toblerone, Rob. But I do remember the episode in which Alan does that. They made a mess of the restart again. They got away with it. Off he goes. And an offload, and Ayre's off again. And here they come again, Whitehaven. Rovers all over the place. Where's the support? He's back in field. It's play on, they've knocked on. If it had taken that cleanly, then Dave Eccleston would have been in. The pass did go to ground, but he still had a chance on the bounce. But he couldn't take it. And Rovers were caught cold and get away with one. There's still 22 minutes to go here. This is anyone's game. Cheers for your message, Rob. Always good to hear from you, especially fans of The Office or Partridge are most welcome on Rovers TV or my social media. Especially The Office, I should say. Most of my life is spent talking in David Brent, much to the annoyance of my partner. Here go Rovers with Jackson Broadbent. Much better second half, says Dale again. Feel for the lads in this heat. Come on, the Rovers. Yeah, completely agree, Dale. It was Riley Jacks who got back to defuse that danger, by the way. Hat tip to him as Rovers go up the middle with Gadwin Springer, then Wildy. Another try would go down well here. Bussey playing loose forward. Still going the Rovers man. 25 away. Central position in front of the sticks. Wildy from Bussey's play the ball. Change of direction left. Jacks gives it back to Wildy. This could yield something left side as Hardcastle spins one to Liner, but he had to take it over his head. Standing start, so no way through from the new Rovers winger. But he's going to kick to himself, Liner here. He's blocked off a little bit. Dionnaire gets back. I like that option from Liner. Something a bit different. Backed himself. But Whitehaven diffused the danger. Midway point of the second half. Do let us know what you're thinking of the game so far. I hope you're enjoying our coverage. If you're not, let me know as well. And let us know where you're listening in the sunshine today on Rovers TV. Home fans wanted something against Springer there. They're putting a lot of work in this defensive line, Rovers, at the moment. I can guarantee you that. There's no lack of effort. A few frailties defensively again, perhaps. But the effort is there for me. Last tackle, Whitehaven on the 40. Home fans want a tackle count wiped back to 0. They're not going to get it. It's Nico Williams. Poor kick, straight down the throat of young Jack Broadbent, who scored 6 tries in his first 2 games out on the wing, but he's been moved to full-back after the injury to Mark Carella, and he's had a different role there. The former Leeds Rhinos man. Hello to Mark and the Carella family, by the way, if you're listening. So sorry to hear about you, the extent of your injury, mate. We wish you the very best in your recovery. The Springer offloads, and Wildy, and then Jacks. Penalty Rovers right in front. What's the score? It's on 10. They might take 2 here, you know. Give a chance to get some water on. Or will they roll on? Wildy is the man making the decisions out there. Will they roll on? No, yes, they're going to tap. They're going to tap. Well, Morgan Smith tapped and no one else was ready. Everyone had the backs turned. And then Jesse Senelefeo takes it towards the line. Key moments in the game this, with 20 to go and only 10 points the difference. Rovers attacking with Jacks in the line, with Hardcastle. Has Hardcastle got a try on his return? The referee thinks he has, and he awards the try. Josh Hardcastle, on his return from 13 games out, will have a huge smile on his face, and so will all the Rovers fans. Rovers have another 4-pointer, and they extend their lead to 32 points to 18. $18 to go, 18-32 the scoreline, now in Featherstone Rovers' favour, and a 4th try of 2022 for Josh Hardcastle. Craig Hall from the left side. If you can imagine where Hardcastle would have scored that one. No mistake. Perfect kick again from Craig Hall. And Rovers' lead now is extended to 16 points at 34-18, and that's why they decided to run rather than kick for 2. 5 from 6 from Craig Hall. And Rovers now have an element of control in this contest. Whitehaven restart, finds the ground, bounces over Broadbent's head, but Jesse Senelefeo says, "I've got you, mate." He picks it up and then gets a big shot for his efforts. Anita, who always listens in the pool, it seems, in this lovely summer weather, won't be in the pool next week. Will be stood on the tunnel. Look out for you there. Back home next week. So we hope we can see a big crowd back at Post Office Road. Get your tickets in advance. Come and support the lads. This is the kind of time in the season that Rovers need your support. And the weather's going to be great as Bussey, what a dummy he showed. Broadbent's on his shoulder. He will score this time. Made by brilliant Bussey. And scored by Broadbent. As Rovers now turn the screw. Wonderful dummy and break from Jack Bussey. And Broadbent with his 7th Rovers try. And that is much, much more like it. $38 points to 18 with this to come from bang in front. Rovers are going to have 40 up here, but boy, they've had to work hard for it. No mistakes, 6 from 7 now from the kicking tee for Craig Hall. And Rovers have a lead, 40 points to 18. Mick Robinson has gone in touch, sponsored Josh since he came to Fed from the Lions. The guy's a machine. Nicely done, Mick. Great moment for him, great moment for you as well to see him back. Six in 5 games for Broadbent, first try from fullback. And Rovers fancy they could score at every opportunity now. 14 minutes to go. Got a head of steam up here. The chase, the kick is excellent. Whitehaven trapped just a couple of metres out from their own line. Gadwin Springer went for a big shot, missed everything, including the man. Dionair. Springer gets another shot in. Helped by Smith and Ferris. Third consecutive match this that Rovers have hit the 40-metre mark. 40-point mark, I beg your pardon. They've hit the 40-metre mark pretty much every possession. But 40 points for a third match in a row. Bussey has turned his back on that. That should still be the last. Rovers are going to pick it up anyway. What's the ref going to give here? It was a kick on the last into Bussey's back. He turned his back. So that should be the turnover. He can't surely say he played at that. No, he turned his back. So it's going to be Rovers' ball in a very nice position indeed on the Whitehaven 30-metre line with 12 to go until half-time. There's another Whitehaven man down. Another injury. They're running out of bodies here. I think they've got two subs left. And they're both forwards, and it's a back who's down injured. Well, Connor Jones, after a vigorous warm-up, hasn't been brought on. Luke Cooper's down on the bench at the moment as well with Sam Essay. And another stoppage in play, which isn't a bad thing in this heat. They made another change. It's not the injured man. Perry Singleton's coming back on. So they must think the injured man's going to be all right. Can't confirm yet who it is because he's got his back turned to me. But I know instead Walker's off and Singleton is on. And Walker's very unhappy about something. But there's still on-field treatment going on here. It's like right knee, right calf. He's had a carbo gel and a bottle of water while he's down on the deck. And now he's going to see whether he can stand on it. All of this while play just stops and waits. It's Marcus Walker, the centre, and he's back to his feet, and he's going to try and run it off. With 12 minutes to go, Featherstone leading 40 points to 18, and they have a full set from a very good position here. Craig Hall takes the first carry. So he's out of the play. Wildy gives it to Jesse Senelafeu, who just straightens up and runs right into traffic in front of the sticks. Left side, Wildy switches back to the right, goes behind Bussey, gives it to Morgan Smith. Short ball Smith, Leilua knock on. And Whitehaven do survive, and Rovers have come up dry on that play, and Leilua gets a sympathetic hug from DNR for his troubles. If you want a shout out today, you've only got about 12 minutes or so to look me up, send me a message on social media at Georgie Boy. I'll give you a shout out, send you on your way for a Sunday. Looks like Rovers are going to win this one now. Hope you're enjoying the heat, hope you're staying safe. Hope you enjoy your Sunday afternoon and evening after this one. We will bring you exclusive post-match reaction to members on Rovers TV. I'll get straight down into the sauna that is the pitch level and speak to some of the players straight after. You'll be able to see that tonight on Rovers TV and a bit of it as well on social media. And of course I'll speak to Brian McDermott and we'll bring you that exclusive interview first if you're a member on Rovers TV. So tell your mates, get them signed up, don't cost much. Exclusive content throughout the year. That is a penalty given away by Rovers. Fans are getting a bit restless around us. Wanted a bit more than that. Just a penalty, high shot. So here come Whitehaven, a rare opportunity to attack the line. And that's what they do with Ryan King. 10 minutes to go, 40 points to 18, the Rovers lead. You're listening to Rovers TV as Whitehaven attack the Rovers line. Oh, they're through again. Dancing towards the posts. And they're going to be held up, I think, just short, but boy, that was too easy. So more danger coming as Nico Williams thinks about going on his own. He slips into the tackle, which is made. Oh, and then they've dropped the ball and Rovers do reclaim possession. Connor Jones is going to get 10 minutes or so here. He's waiting to come on. It looks like Riley Jacks is going to get a breather. It's a rare game that Riley Jacks doesn't complete 80 as Leilua the battering ram through the 40. So Connor Jones goes on. He goes straight into hooker, so Matty Wildy will go into the halves, I think, here, alongside Morgan Smith. Jones straight into the action, and Gadwin Springer has played his last seconds of the game as well. Luke Cooper back on. Cooper started the game at 13. Bussey has been excellent since he's been moved there. And Cooper looks like he's gone right into the pack. Ball's come free, got it back, Rovers, last tackle, 40 away, you've not missed a thing. Broadbent, Wildy I think is going to kick. And he just pops one up and says, challenge that, boys. Okay, I'll go myself, and he does, and he chases it down. Wildy, and a good connection he gets on Luke Broadbent. Just confirm some latest scores from elsewhere for you in just a second. It's Whitehaven attack up to halfway. Jesse Senelafeu and Lockwood complete the tackle. And Whitehaven, an awful kick straight down the throat of Jack Broadbent. Didn't even have to move. Good chase though, good contact. And then it kicks off and it's just firing up a little bit in the middle. Bit of afters. And something else for the referee to unpick here. Seven minutes to go. And another incident for the referee to unravel. Again, he's talking to his touch judges, trying to get Whitehaven out of the way. I don't know what he's going to say here. It's eventually called time off. There's going to be a ticking off for someone and a water break for the rest. Oh, he's going to his back pocket this time. And it's a sin binning for the Rovers man. And it's Broadbent, I think. It's Jack Broadbent. We've only got 7 to go, so the remainder of the game, Rovers are going to have 12. And it's Jack Broadbent who is sent to the sin bin. Didn't see what that was for. There was certainly a bit of afters after the incident. But Jack Broadbent is placed in the sin bin, gets a few verbals from the home crowd, flashes them a smile and makes his way into the dugout. Scores from elsewhere. Whitehaven going to tap the penalty, by the way. So 13 on 12 for 7 minutes here. Barrow won at Sheffield earlier, 36-32. Halifax 56-6 up on Workington. Not looking good for Chris Thorman and the boys there. Newcastle, what a fight back against Widnes, 26-all. And Lee, 60 points to 6 up at Dewsbury. Another penalty given away by Rovers. Salford are beating Catalan 26-6 in Super League. And Wakefield losing at Hull KR 14-4. To lose winning against Leeds at home yesterday means Wakefield are bottom of the pile, and as it stands, are going to be dropping into the Championship. A long way to go, though. And Willie Poaching will be up for that fight. Here come Whitehaven, back to business here. Singleton trying to force his way over the line, 6 minutes to go. And it's Rovers leading 40 points to 18. Hearing the Broadbent sin binning was an errant elbow in the tackle. There was a lot of niggle involved, and Broadbent's been done for, well, in the referee's eyes, lashing out. There's another injury to a Whitehaven man. 5 minutes to go, 40 points to 18. Rovers are just going to have to limp home here. They're certainly going to win this one. Hello to Catherine Barnsley. Give us a shout out, George. Kath, Rich, Katie and Jaden. Beer in the back garden. Come on, Rovers. Glad I didn't read the end of that, Catherine. Thank you for your message. And hello to Alan. Hey up, George. Thanks for your commentary. Another hard game. Watching the cricket muted and listening to your dulcet tones. I'm honoured, Alan. It's the international, isn't it, today? Is that at Old Trafford, that one today? I'll explain the traffic getting into Manchester if it was. Might be worth knowing for when I make my way back. And thank you, Holes, for getting in touch. Shout out to Tim and Harold listening in the garden at home. That's from Holes. Hi, Tim. Hi, Harold. Hope you've enjoyed the Rovers win. Blimey, they've put you through it, haven't they? Put all of us through it today. 5 minutes to go. I think Sam Essay's... No, he's not. I thought he was coming back on. He's just going to have a sit down. 5 away from the line. Jesse Senna-Lefeo goes a bit loose and a bit high. There's going to be numbers. It's Ayre again who dummies away to his line. And Brian McDermott chucks his walkie-talkie in the air in disgust. Again, a try under the post. They've scored 3 times under the post with a little dummy. And a second of the game for Dion Ayre. And that will be a concern. 22-40 the Rovers lead with a kick under the post. Second of the afternoon for DNR. Whitehaven make a late change. And they also tag over the 2. So Featherstone's lead is 40 points to 24 with 4 minutes to go. And that will be a concern. 20 plus points conceded again. Nothing wrong with the attacking game. Post-match reaction on the way. It's another great kick-off. Craig Hall has found its way through again. He didn't get there. Dion Ayre saying he lost it in the sun. But it's bounced all the way through. And they will have to drop out and defend their line with 3 minutes to go. 3 times he's done that, Craig Hall. Oh, they've gone short kick off. Connor Jones read that. Runs it back with interest. Featherstone right in front of the post. 12 men of Featherstone Rovers. Broadbent's sin-binning. Here's Cooper. Referee says have 0 from there. Jones back to Wildy. Oh, Ayre hits Morgan Smith and he just bounced his way out of it but tried to offload and it's knocked on by Connor Jones. So Rovers have coughed up possession here. That international cricket is at Old Trafford, I'm informed. It's worth knowing for the journey back. I live within a mile of Old Trafford. It's great during concert season because you basically get a free gig in your backyard. I've had Red Hot Chili Peppers recently and Harry Styles if you're into that kind of thing. Very nice. Here come Whitehaven. 2 minutes left. Scoreboard reads Whitehaven 24, Rovers 40. It's been a very eventful game. Thanks for all your messages today. Loads of you listening. Been great to have you on board on Rovers TV. As we tick into the last minute, Whitehaven in possession. Ball's come free. Referee says knock on a Wildy. Now how quick are you, Matty? He's picked it up on halfway. Has he got the toes, Matty Wildy, to go for the post? He has! Matty Wildy from halfway. Finishes with a flourish for the 12 men. And Rovers have another 6 points. Matty Wildy. He filled his tank up this morning, didn't he? Great engine, great turn of pace. And another 4-pointer for Matty Wildy. It looked like the chasers were well positioned to get back, but deceptive turn of pace from Matty Wildy. Congratulations from Briscoe and Ferris. And he's been on the field for 80 minutes. How about that at the end of it? Just what you don't want, isn't it? That 80th minute of a game you've been out for in blistering heat. The ball popping loose and a free pitch ahead of you. Craig Hall on the hooter. Tags on the 2. Rovers have made hard work of this. There'll be plenty again for Brian McDermott to work on, but point scoring is no problem. 46 points to 24 is the full-time score. Thanks for all of you listening on Rovers TV today and to the travelling Blue Wall who've made their trip up to Whitehaven. Post-match reaction to follow on Rovers TV and on our social media channels. I'll be getting straight back down to the pitch now to speak to some of the players and that exclusive interview with Brian McDermott. Thanks for all your coverage. Well done to Rovers. They win again on the road. Full time here. Whitehaven 24, Rovers 46.